Hi, nobodies. So I'm going to cover a bunch of stuff today, I think. Yeah, probably. So the first thing, I've been up since a little bit before 8 o'clock because I had a doctor's appointment. And I had a big plan to go to GameStop after my doctor's appointment because like GameStop is 2 blocks from my doctor's office. And so I was like, I'm going to GameStop, go and get a game I want to play on the system that's in my room. Get done with the doctor's office. That went swimmingly well. GameStop doesn't open until noon. And it's just 10 o'clock. And I'm like, well, shit. Fucking COVID. You know, I really hate it. Now, when I was in the doctor's office, and there was an old lady in there, she could have been anywhere between 65 and 80. I'm really bad at guessing how old an old person is. I just know she was old. And her husband was walking around like very slowly. Probably had Parkinson's or ALS, something that would cause his system to be slow moving. Neither one of them had a mask on. And of course the doctor's office wants you to wear a mask, so they both got a mask from the doctor's office. And the lady sits down and she's like, it's so unhealthy to wear these masks. I'm just breathing in carbon dioxide and that's poison. Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. My only issue with wearing a mask is that I'm claustrophobic. And the mask at times will make my face hot. And my face getting hot is an anxiety trigger. So sometimes, like, if there is nobody around me, I'll lower my mask to where my nose is out. Now, I'm always aware of everybody that's around me. So when somebody comes to approach, I'm raising that sucker up immediately. But I don't do that because I'm afraid I'm gonna die from carbon dioxide poisoning from my own breath. No. She tells me she's a teacher. And I was like, well, it apparently wasn't science, because she doesn't know. And I was like, and furthermore, she's elderly. Elderly are the ones who've got the most to fear from this virus. And somebody else chimed in, and I said, well, I wear the mask just simply because I'm around my aunt who's 71. I don't want to get it and give it to her. I am almost 43. There is no telling what's going on inside of my body. I could have a heart condition. I could have all kinds of underlying conditions. I mean, you just watch Dr. G, and when she's doing an autopsy, she'll always go over like, oh, this was going to be a big problem, but this isn't what killed him. Oh, he's got this, but that's not what killed him. And when I think about things like that, I'm like, so this virus could be potentially quite dangerous for me. So I do wear a mask when I go out. And I think I've actually got mask rash. Like, it starts right here and then it goes around to here. I freaking hate it. Talked to my doctor about that because I was like, well, it started before I even got a mask. Because when I was in Missouri, nobody wore a fucking mask. So I'm more inclined to believe it's that, like, my cat, the kitten Beezy, had a patch of fur missing on his head. Not long after, the dog had a couple of missing patches of fur on his body. I'm more inclined to believe that the cat had some kind of thing going on because Beezy loves to rub up on your face with his head. He loves to fucking do that. Always has. So I'm more inclined to believe that there's some kind of something going on with that. Um, Clotrimazole takes care of it. Just a little cream. Of course, the doc said it could just be dry skin, which is always possible because I don't drink enough water. So, you know, we're in Bryant and GameStop is closed till 11. It's just turned 10 o'clock. Can't go to my favorite thrift store because they don't open till 11. That's one of the biggest things for me with COVID is that shit isn't open like it used to be. You know, I'm out and about at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning and nothing's open. I can't go to Walmart at 2 a.m. Not that I'm out running around at 2 a.m., but I always liked knowing that I could. You know, I could go to Walmart at 2 o'clock in the morning. I could go to Walmart at midnight. I could go there at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. You know, all of those times I could just go. A lot of my stores close on days that they never closed before. And it's like, I can't go on Monday? Fuck. I know, it's a first world problem. It's like, hey, you know, there's people dying. I get that. And I'm complaining about the stores are not open like I want them to be. I just don't like it, you know? I mean, this is not something that's going away. So the measures being taken are not being successful, really. So then I come home. And as I'm washing dishes today, I'm sitting there thinking of all my pet peeves about housework. So one of them is I absolutely hate doing dishes. Nobody in my family likes doing dishes. We all hate it. Used to have big fights with my daughters about doing dishes. You know, they'd say, it's not my day. Did you do them yesterday? No, nobody did them yesterday. Well, who did them the day before? It was me. And then the other one would say, no, it was me. Yesterday was your day. Okay, then today's your day. You know, and it's like, but you didn't do them yesterday. You know, so there was always a lot of fights about it. One of my big things is I tell people, rinse your bowl out, wipe your bowl out, you know. And there have been times that Rice Krispies have been banned because Rice Krispies is so hard to get those bowls clean. And then, of course, my son would take his bowl of Rice Krispies and not eat the whole thing. So he'd dump it in the sink, and then there'd be Rice Krispies stuck to the sink. Ugh, hated that. I don't, you know, Rice Krispies, rice, you know, just various things. It's like, come on, people. Rinse it out, wipe it out, do what fuck ever. Why don't you just wash it? Fuck. Because I don't have a dishwasher, but even if you've got a dishwasher, if you don't rinse out your bowl when it goes into the sink, that shit is not coming off in the dishwasher. Which means I either have to hand wash it or run it through the dishwasher until it finally does. Which I'm not gonna lie, I've been that lazy. Another, toilet paper. Okay, there's so many things around toilet paper. Well, I mean, not so many things. Okay, number one, you just use the last bit of the toilet paper. Grab another roll of toilet paper. You know you just left an empty roll there. Okay? That irritates me. If somebody does grab the roll, because it's normally like normally the person who empties the roll does not bother grabbing another roll. So you go in there, use the bathroom, and say the next person is not me. The toilet paper sits on top of the roll. The empty roll's there, the toilet paper's there. Really? You can't take 2 seconds to take the fucking old one off, put the new one on? I know. Shouldn't bitch. It's really not a big deal. Takes 2 fucking seconds though. I mean, it's nothing. I can understand a baby not doing it, or somebody, but an adult. And I have actually seen in some places where there'll be like there'll be like 2 empty rolls on top of an empty roll and the full roll. There's a trash can right underneath it. There's a freaking trash can there. Use the trash can. Come on. People don't think about, like, I know the toilet paper is still useful, and it is kind of a waste of time to put it on the roll because it's just going to get empty again. Why even bother? Just put a roll of toilet paper on the sink and just be done with it. It's because you want the bathroom to look nice. So if you want it to look nice, you put the toilet paper on the toilet paper holder. Yeah, you're not doing dishes, but fucking rinse out the Rice Krispies. Or the rice. Or whatever is stuck on there. What's another? Oh, yeah. Shit on the floor. Like, okay, cats love to piss on dirty laundry. Of mine, I know that Lexi won't do it. Beezy, I'll see Beezy sniffing it, but that's because Nacho's hit it. Because Nacho's real quick to hit it. We've actually had to corral him to the front of the house because he jumped in my hamper and pissed on my dirty clothes. So he's not even allowed in the back of the house where the bathroom is and all that. Tuffy, if he smells piss on the dirty clothes, Tuffy will piss on the dirty clothes too. So put the clothes in a hamper. Put them in the hamper. The hamper's right freaking there. I don't get it. I really don't. What's another one? Oh, here I find socks everywhere. Everywhere. They're in the couch. They're under the couch. They're under the TV. Any place that socks can be, there are socks. They're underneath the recliner. Somehow they jumped the little wooden square thing underneath the recliner to end up in that spot. Now, I wouldn't put it past the cats to actually, like Beezy, to be playing with it and actually pick it up and take it under there. I don't know. But that bugs me. That bugs me to no freaking end. There's socks everywhere. He shoved them in. My mom had this bad habit of, like, she was always using paper towels. Whether it was to blow her nose, wipe her mouth, keep her fingers clean, whatever. And when she was done, into the crevice in the recliner. Same with candy wrappers and snack cake wrappers. You go digging in there and you just find like tons and tons of trash in that crevice. There was a trash can next to the recliner. I just don't understand it. Like, when I have my own tendency to be messy. So, like, I will have, if I don't have a trash can nearby, I will have stuff that has accumulated. But I eventually take it to the trash. It doesn't just end up on the floor and then I just let it sit there. No, it's like when it gets to the point where it's going to fall on the floor, it's time to put it all in the trash. I'll never understand some of the stuff that people do. and it's like, just be mindful of the mess you make, because everybody makes a mess. Everybody eats, everybody drinks, everybody has clothes, you know, um, that they eventually have to wash or take off. So you put them where they go. Same with like laundry. I've never understood, like, my daughter will do like 3 big ass bags of laundry and she'll bring them home. And they just sit in the bags until it's laundry day again. Or she'll fill them as she needs to fill them, like when it's like, hey, there's all this stuff here, she'll fill them then, but she's got to dump the clean clothes that are in them out. And it's like, just put them up. Just like when I'm at the laundromat, I'm actually folding my shit as it comes out of the washer, so that when I get home, everything's folded, everything's together and sorted, and I can put it in my bins, and you're done. It doesn't take that long. All of my kids are like that, though. They'll have Izzy was probably the worst about having baskets in her room. I think at one point in time she had 2 hampers and 3 baskets of clean clothes. And it's just like, I'd go in, and that's where I would go if I couldn't find a basket to put what was in the dryer away, or to put it in the rooms, because a lot of times they would do their laundry, like they put it in the wash, and then I'd need to wash my clothes. So I'd go in there and I'd say, well, crap, I got to throw these in the dryer. Well, there would be stuff in the dryer from somebody else. So I'd take the stuff that was in the dryer, put it in a basket, and take it to the room it belonged to the person it belonged to. Then put that in there. And then when it was time to dry mine, had to put those clothes in a basket and take them to the appropriate room. And it's like, what? Y'all forgot. And there were times that the clothes had sat in the wash for so long that they had to be rewashed because they smelled bad, because they had actually sat there and mildewed or whatever, because it had been so long since anybody did laundry. And lo and behold, when I would do mine, all of a sudden everybody had to do theirs. It is not fun doing laundry for 5 people. It's a lot of work. But that's it for me. Today's been a good day. I really don't have anything to complain about except that I couldn't go to GameStop. Or my favorite thrift store. But I did go to Goodwill, and I did pick up some things that I was pretty excited about. So that's it for me. As always, every moment is an opportunity to turn things around. Have a great day. Bye.